Samuel was a respectful child. He was a devoted Christian and he loved to sing, so he was part of the church choir. He was very humble and hardworking. He catered for the family since some of his siblings are not making any income. His demise is a great loss to the whole family. Everyone is sad. All we can do is pray to God.
As of now, I'm feeling very, very bad because he was my closest brother. Just yesterday, I went out and I heard that my brother is no more. And I didn't know how to find my way home at that moment, seriously. But it has happened, so I take it like that. Oh, no, not at all. It has even, encouraged me more to whatever he left.
You're taking on from where you left.
Yeah, and make him proud.
The news just took us unawares, and we are still coming to terms with it.
Have you spoken to your sister since?
Yes, I have. It's not easy for her. You know, she's not in the country at the moment, so it's a difficult one.
Where is she exactly and what is she doing there?
She's in Virginia, in the U.S. She's a nurse.
What did she tell you was her immediate reaction to the death of his sweet husband?
You know, surprisingly, she saw it on the social media.
Before the family even told her?
Yeah. We're trying to manage her a bit, so once she saw it, she called me, and well, she said that she hears he's in a critical condition, so I just calmed her down and told her that I'll confirm, but I'd already heard that he had passed, so I had to manage her for a few hours before we finally broke the news to her. But the social media didn't help. I think it's a bad thing for a wife to hear the demise of her husband in that way. Too many comments on Facebook and all that. As for the media, I'm not happy with how the news flew. It was too fast, and you see, when it comes to a loss of a person, they should be a little discreet, you know, about it. But even with the Ghanaian Times today, the headlines is Nyama is dead, just like that. Nyama is dead. Okay, well, probably it's to stir up curiosity to find out who Nyama is, but because I'm related to him, I see it and I go like, oh, that's too sharp. You know, Nyama is dead. A softer tone would do.
My problem is that the circumstances surrounding this death must be investigated. The vehicle that they traveled in from Ho to here, it has time to be corrected. But from all my investigation is that it was not part of the presidential convoy, and that it was hired from a transport union in Ho, and the vehicle was forced into the presidential convoy. Nobody tested the tie, nobody tested the car. It came and he had that unfortunate accident. The driver is not a presidential convoy driver. Nyama is gone. It can happen to you, it can happen to me. Nobody knows when it will happen to me. But these are some of the things we have to avoid. So I'm calling for an investigation into this matter. That who hired that vehicle? How come that a hired vehicle from a union joined a presidential convoy carrying the press? It's a matter that should be investigated, and whoever is responsible must be brought to book.
Government will work directly with his direct employers, that is the New Times Corporation, for us to give him a befitting burial and funeral ceremony, and beyond that, whatever entitlements that are due, we will ensure that that is followed through. We just want to appeal to the general public to be mindful of the images that they are circulating. It can happen to you, God forbid. It can happen to me, God forbid. And when that comes, we will not want a situation where such horrible images are being circulated on social media.
Because it's a very, very difficult thing for a family. It's what we can do is what we've started. It's a process, and we need to continue to do this, to give them the emotional support, because it's only time that heals pain. So it's something, we will go through the pain, and we will support them through the pain for as long as we need to support them through the pain. I saw some of them yesterday. It's very, very heartbreaking. But we have to trust in God, and we have to do what we can as human beings to protect them to the best of our ability. We will be visiting them and we will be supporting them as well. Not because they are all in the same industry and we need to support ourselves. I prefer not to say anything on that.
Your final words.
We need to protect our journalists. What our journalists do is very important, because without them, we won't get information. But we also need to make sure that we take good care of them. As humanly possible as it is, we need to protect them and look after them. So we will continue to urge all of you, because you're a journalist as well, to continue to do what you do. But we will all make sure that we take at least the necessary safety precautions. Yes, it's too early to answer that question. Thank you. Individuals? We will let the media know once we ourselves have composed ourselves emotionally and we've been able to think through the processes.
It's difficult to comprehend, it's difficult to accept, it's shocking. But, well, we don't have the authority to question what God has done. So we are trying to cope with the situation. But the whole night, I didn't sleep. I can't just imagine how. Oh, no. It's not the best.
Norma has been a good friend. We started GNJ last year doing our top-up, and we are about to go to school, and he has left us, so it's a big blow. I think his death should bring us together, and we should fight a common cause. We should work hard and do best for Mother Ghana.
When I heard the news yesterday, it was like a big blow or a slap in my face, because for this short period I've known him, he likes to do his work and he has no problem with anyone.
So how have you been able to put yourself together this morning to work?
Even actually, I didn't even feel like coming to work because I was really weak this morning. I had to put myself together, just leave everything to God and then come to work.
It's going to be difficult, very difficult. We just have to move on, you understand? He is gone. Just have to make sure that we do the right things in life.
Okay, so Yenyanom Central for Nano da Adia Yantia and Namsuma Enya Sami Echo on the Crechino. In 70 billion common bino Anna Watino. Very unfortunate. Comodiano, any agreement to Atana Becoso. But Mamenka said, Nami Adom on the 26th and 27th, Kumau Kuntihine, DSP Kudia Papa, are training your dime. I mean, Adom 26th, 27th of this month, now Chiemu, Edianichi Kumau, Na Yakoboa, DSP Kudia, RDF Commander Takrade, Akopende Papa Krabia. Every also said dependable Father Roma, and I lucky about for Father Roma, and Pensimu, Ebro, and on this occasion, camera for no. Mo free honorable eni na asemame na mo frankwa nkusi wiem nesru honom honorable Edward Enin Obuasi East MP the shoe the socks the jacket no say the suit no the inner no and after the glasses section no na ode the watch no so atoso your brother that in train bronya. Oh, what I say? You come on. Good. You from Kakra. What you go? What you want Kakra? Papa B. Good. It's a more a Kakra. Because not pressure. Too much. So to me, you call what she be off now for some bad. Yes, I know what we try. No, what's it saying? I feel I'm a call. Be actually. You are very relaxed, man.
Relaxed. So you could pon a no way now. You be not a person relaxing. What I say. The balance now also would see a call on our relaxing.
Okay.
As I agree, the arbitrary.
Right.
This is what could say about nothing about what they are by energy, no about nothing. What's that? The bagum. Now you get it, Sana, and one in a cup of pen was a aquate.
Okay. Should you a brand way?
Vitari.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You who should know TV, so that's it. It's nice. It's really nice.
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, so, no, all winning. Well, Chairman Wankwa, Chairman Wankwa, welcome back from the US. Former Chairman MPP, Chairman Amankwa, Yamwakwaba, Aqua Shaman on it, Achadodo, almost 9 months, Yamwakwaba. Sansona, Yankujina, a Lower Manya, re-elect. Honorable Tay Labi, Oklite, Tay Labi. Honorable Kwaba, maybe I come on.
Yeah, yeah.
Mugu registration, so.
Yaguzo.
Ekoyi.
Why Yaguzo? Even when that's where registration will fee money and so on. Yeah.
I say tia party man. Now we can say binum guzie. Registration will fee. We shall request will fee. What appeal? What petition national? That's the most important thing.
Yeah, but you see, the point is that the fact that we are registering the panel. My consolation is the fact the fact that we are registering the say on no vote amount. Ebiana. The other hand say bia the one cast ni be see almost microphone ni women the cast ni see there. But those are the top almost facilitating also no. So illegality no should stop because that is not what the party set out.
I don't know. I don't know how register fee.
I don't know.
More petition national.
Oh, Omaka. But we don't want to rock the boat. We want everything to go on well for the party. At the end of the day, it is a party, and I don't think we want to do anything to derail, progress I hear so far.
Okay.
I don't think so.
1760, your text message line, the Fabry Energy Breaking Camera. Some of your text messages are, please let's all join hands together and extend our thanks, greetings to our hard Ghanaian doctors for returning to work. May the good Lord continue to bless them. Amen. From Kwandes Bedu Seshia Safo. And then EC must change the register as Shimo Kenya say, hey, Ayasemo Mahama with Bafira ruling Ghana from Dunkwao, Osborne Edibiaba. May the former House of Folk old goalkeeper, so I don't know what he's talking about. And please come now, is it true that Bank of Ghana has put embargo on all mobile money services in Ghana, claiming it is illegal? No. Certain microfinance operators be God is love and all those things. You're reading it out at show. And please tell the MPP that the analysis is not real. If Baumia finds 2 people with familiar faces on the register and thinks he's the best analyst, he should remember his school days about identical twins. From Kuma Okofo, is it true that Ghana government is selling our EC power to Cote d'Ivoire from Boli to Bona, a new contract I have seen with my own eyes. And the people in Brekuma are dying of money investment. Bank of Ghana has closed down some of them. So I want the authority to release our money to us. And then from PK, Elembele, how my MPP is suffering from political schizophrenia, always pondering over election results. If Bantima was to be at Ketu South, would they have done this research? Abba. Greetings to Elembele, Maestro, Honorable Emmanuel Amakufi Boa. It's strange how our leaders are spending the nation's money. Do they even think about the youth and the young ones? We beg them to leave us some money for our future. Hajia Safia Nodiwiaba. And good morning. Please tell BOG that if they are claiming those companies are 419, our money is 4192. You freeze the account of such companies without thinking of we, the suffering customers who have huge sums of money locked up in those companies. BOG should pay back our monies to us and stop giving us sleepless nights. And GES should investigate the kind of unapproved supplementary bill given to parents of secondary college by the headmaster and his bezer without consultation. This one also says, to very important issues, the inconvenience endured by Ghanaians during the doctor's strike could have been prevented had the politicians governed the country well. And politics is a very special discipline, the practitioners of which always exhaust all knowledge and expertise available to them to find cogent solutions. And Nana, I want you to ask the president for me that he send the military men to the western region, Wase Kropon, to beat up the small-scale miners and arrest them. What work should they do? And dual citizenship in Ghana does not apply to ECOWAS member countries. Kojo from Wenchi and Adabamai, please Okay, so we'll talk about that later. But yes, Honorable Telabi, now we all know that's the good news. Doctors at work now.
Yeah.
Government 11 today, negotiating table starts. Dear Nabekafa.
Well, my first acquaintance with the constituency, Lower Mania, for Medawamasi, or support and the mammy. Now, no, we frame say, I didn't know the be a Medawamasi, and I'm see, will be your moi. Adia, we will feed that our life, Munsa Bedanasi, because there's BBNE as a jechi. Every platform in Biano, I'll say thank you to the good people of Lower Mania for supporting the NDC and myself. And I believe that they are going to continue to support us to win the coming election. The one who say, Amayini, I don't want to, put any sand in the gari of this process. Now, the Americans say, yeah, don't want to say, at long last, they have listened to our appeals. Now, they have decided to come back and do what they know best. And idea, ya boka womo se womo nyeno, womo ba back e ba be ye. Na amani, osha, they are buying catch womo se womo nyeno into aso no ano, or say, put, get back to your friends saying, the consulting room, and then we continue with negotiations. And that's what is happening. Nothing more, nothing less. And that is what Labour Commission, asked them to do. That was what all of us were appealing to them, because you cannot continue to be on strike while negotiations are ongoing. Because we share the timetable of the government, no cry. By na, say, by this time, there was strike. And then, trusty way. No. The American say, yeda woman say, yeda ban so say, enmity, what do you call it? Minister for Labor, Haruna. See negotiations, starting. I believe, say, woman na woma ewie sa process yi na womu so womanya womu si codified conditions of service. I don't know how codified is going to be, but but what I heard I hear me then say they are going to look at health workers account send be ya womu wie we no ma ba be ye we now they are leading to distortions so far as our salary, structure is concerned. It is going to be addressed. Mijiri said, at the end of the day, nobody is saying the doctors or Ghanaian workers do not deserve better conditions of service. Okay. But the fact is that say Ghana, in Sikasem, and yet, Papa. Government is still managing. Say we come out of the woods, and demands, Saban can say, it be niho, could do see because it is say, Yankasa, your mosika now ba bound me pay way. Obadi every time you force say, Uska. Sometimes when maybe we started to school fees. Me kai say they do sometimes we could be papa scanner say or more stool fees are. Say easy. Obi Jessica won chain. Now the sachet bottom na say on sending PA say you say bottom na etua na scan fiato dia na scan ebi nenim. Right. Anything you best wo say aban ewo pepa de ma Ghanaian workers na yemmo aban no na yenye adwuma pa na yeyoba especially the private sector, because a lot of the time, no, when government overspends, workers can adena. The triggers the bar inflation ni wenu ne bar. Womu wa kwenya se womu san negotiate ma womu kushi womu kakra. But the ordinary businessman,
what do they do?
Ono ni baby akwa negotiate.
All right.
Okay. And womu create a chunk of workers about 90-something%, because we share Ghana population 25 million. Womu work formal sector no, they are just about 600,000 or so workers. Strike the percentage now here, very negligible. But the chunk of our revenue, yeah, the common one. Yes, no woman.
1760 text message line Okliti tell I know what is your Casar. Mamenka say dependable father Roma and I feel lucky about father Roma. This are encomo but that's it. Medicine Cratch Sutifri North Kenya say DC Eric Adai as well as Jibria Oshibi. How winning? Who is saying?
My match on a penny no me and match was for both east and west. So Boise east and west, a boom as of Boise, you know. And show me now. I'm saying I'm a program because after here, no feedback say a lot of people know. Actually, to me,
thank you.
And home. Issue where no Jamaican crowd say Ghana do baby or see serious kakra. It is the same way Dr. Fuasem. A bit my bedroom say, and then this year no, a done away can we, now we can we, now a sabi and any be. I trust that level. I'm conform with Ghanaians. It change here is takaka. As some bar, I said, you be only the politics new realm, and away now, you suspend the party A, and a man conform strike. Do be our read the medicine. Sabi, or do the level or I decided your best way. Will be the better chance on your way. Oh, I know me you can't anywhere here. But when communicators be about, they did attempt me want some buy. The minister no in charge of labor, friends, Honorable Haruna. I say, you know, and I think the finance minister, right? And also more, yes, I don't know. And Timu and one China, no more Casa doctor said before no. I said, you say. Then doctor also buy out. No, also beg. Cancer who not come from Chirawa was under a doctor. Now, I'm saying you represent your universities, no? Katanga Hall, no? Come on, we are medical doctors. I'm now baby, no more Katangizo. Come on, what baby? Come on, how much bomb is out here to bomb? At the same time, don't think so on the profession, no? And there was on the answer. Me support to that doctor 100% for that, you know. And some of the kind, me support to. I was looking for him. This is about time. Your professionals will be shut down. Use politics, try to say, and that mile and now to me, he can't say me do a new from what. But the profession, but me say, I'm a member of parliament. But over come here, MP will stay away a bit. Now,
but why do you always carry that belief? Because from day one, they be at that.
Because I go for me, I'm going to say, who MP, and I went to know, which matter God went to knock, or yet, me come out. Maybe the MP about 20 the blues could be drop. That is me. I mean, my own take his eye, you know, for his own. No. Oh, Ghana, I'm going for this. I don't know my own.
So, we need to be
I will see. I want to make us oh, boy. When mass over public, I'm telling you, come for me, show my dream. Or shut that the cell.
Or shut that.
Or shut that. So, at your position, Ukraine to know. When we saw yours, I won't me be. And there's a minute in my power. No, so that's it. Wrong. I idea was here, Jai. Now, President, so pressure. Also, the costume. Because no one negotiated for anything. But now, look at what has happened. The same president, I see 12 a year or more to go from no, a move 4. President, a team no master. The president wait my solve why they wait. And that's initially, you know, like I said, they cause we know, and then who here. Moment change start because I would too kind of over no more cause or not, obey Kruma and Jack, and our hole. Uncle Ye, and you answer too kind.
You crassy,
and you too kind, you who dear cause war. Oh, me say me ba na me catch them now for be say South Africa. Only African country, and it's part of African.
I know I confuse.
Now, just say, system only okay. And yeah, just everything you want to within. You don't go and bribe somebody. You don't go bureaucracy anyhow. Hey, I don't know feed him out a computer no one gasa at your time about you. You understand? Emma, who register BB, who ye BB? Hey, so quick. Come on, just no maybe. I mind. Enko you say who crowd dollar, who ye Ghana ni who account for hono. Let me catch him now for be on we economics there. It is hard you hate financial more money. Say no more money. My ya say do kroma. Say honorable tell Abia South Africa say obi account. Yes, see account is a non-resident account. Any money coming in, no, should be forex. Share foreign money. And this is your more a friend say. Omusikano. Ebe yo musika na ombere ebe close account no asa for sika no enti wono usika so bia wo bibi wo ho a e ma usika also wo di evidence because ade we na me wo okrom ha enti definitely ebe me sa run ne bi no maji say enie no ma anhu say ampa o dollar no so euro wo di ko 2 mu a o ma he automatic na turn to run enti enya dollar na enya euro na di ko it would say, Obia, now go to the Obia Pandolano. Also, you have to go and change before what between the car. Who could change, you know, you have to go with your passport. Come on, into no more you join Pan Africa and no more Coast Africa into you who will not make it that star no. All
right. 1760 text message line. Fabre, Naya Jibre, and Kinkama. You could try one about DC for Mojano Payano and Damasi Semos Majibra, Moshe, Yakwaba. So that dependable for us in a lock here about for us. A lot of your text messages are by Bejibre, Naya Kinkan in Eddie amount, Nana Kwabna number 4, Ascent Central, Mensing, Cratchy, also on a payacha, also a Jibra, Oshe, Samuel Adom Butchie, also a Jibra Oshe, and Afi Asebu, so when fee, also a Jibra Eshe. Tano South, and a pedisi for my idea, Tano South, area Bukari, so a Jibra also Oshe. Almighty voters register. Abo enin. O party nation komodie na se. Na ajenche na ibibri. Dey na kafa.
Yo. Whether sepa na mini ha na normal way course but me read on net so ne social media use. Na no pen na me farm people na hu say say NDC chairman so aka bibi afa ho. Na meka bibi wo no ho ansa na ma move forward. I'm saying he's claiming say the state of the economy no and yet in this issue I can can drop. Yes sir papa no we panyimu na position o class say no enya nkwada position. Woni mi say sa de we o ka no. Sentiase anya adwuma. Ebetime the country no so akọ ditch because how do you enter say huge money to aba nanti say huge money na nyame mpangu normal BCC wo krom what said yes other countries usa economy ne no no work kana hefa na ebebe mo ha eti krom ha etem sika 32 million Ghana cedi sorry dollars e dia mo obi fakonya confirm fakonya fakodua ndua ewia yesi wanya adwuma no about 2-3 years down the line ewia so ontua otua so installment terms Canadian ma etua obi wo court about 51 million ewia yesi ontua no so at the time of person otua na oyesa no ma we na ofi say economy ni be dia enu ti wo gina so dia ka say wo wa yes anu ma we ese country no sika no na de hia we no mom no o ka say ya economy nya na o pese o kire sen o pese o kire sen sika no de o se ye de ya ehia no ye fa nyo the here now the yo. We are the here no so say no so there. We say no the eniska. Asa somewhere down here some go to MPP has managed to got anya receive a friend saying document from Togo EC. Adia say adia we mon compare. Yes, one just 10%, so when you over 76,000 names within 3 constituencies in voter region. Now, will be estimate 2 about Togo, some 2 about Ghana. Now, if you say any issue, now we problem. Am I in what you start at 7:30 because you are always prepared yourself. You catch yourself 6 o'clock by here, you are ready for it. Now, also we have a political party. Now, if you say, we need genuinely. What's your beef? What's your problem on this issue? Say, yes. So, you're cleaning up. And I say, yeah, for problem on this thing. So, if you say, you are the sitting president, you are sitting government, no more, you know, no more, a mudaho, a babua Ghanaians, who say, and a boy, you're changing register, you're changing register, who's slow. Then after the all of a sudden, what is what? Who now says, I provide the schools. Why are ye Rose? Why are the normal being a bidder? Not raise as a maba, voter raise on the account once a month, not open again. Means some political parties benefit and his own benefit. That's why.
Oh, I don't put you such a conclusion.
Now benefit here. Who can say, baby, as some part? We can't. Tama easy mistake, ma. Could give for a quarter. Yes, you can be more. I'm almost saying here can be for to open up a president assembly election again. Who said NDC communicators were seriously on every radio and TV supporting EC. Say and we say this kind of moment. Say more money is in the coaches Canada because say nipa nyakola. What you are at the end and yet you have to condemn EC and make it that big mistake. And that's a banning amount for can say Yenisika, yes, I be says can be what I'm not to support to the and just say, when you be, Sana we are. Prove no over the Abba. Won't go through it. All political parties are saying yes. At the end of the day, we got to change it. One party, I say, it means that all benefit it. And you with this thing, I'm in some America, we know anytime into me can say, all benefit it. Some benefited, yeah, no more say truly. Omo ye adwuma de boa Ghana for ama Ghana for so age omatum a omo and promote no ka say ye to aba na kra they will win no a bloated and that flawed a friend saying president voter register no and na omo de woni to so da bia de win election. I'm telling you me so omo say adwuma papa no maye ama Ghana for free so omo ye adwuma papa to aba ma omo dia omo alama ye sa de we ye what will happen. That's the challenge I'm throwing to them. Say, we feel say genuinely, my normal anti-Ghana for better to about more.
But say it's not for NDC to allow; it's for the Electoral Commission.
No, but
I understand. So would you two say part the more can
yes, but the NDC here, no, I'm mentioning their name because Omona fights against it. Apart from Omona party, banner, I say at the end of year can.
PNC for also a problem. Say.
PNC for one Akasa
Bernard Mona and Atik Mohammed in Swakasa.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm sure I wasn't here, but CDU, I called you for you almost say there's something must be done to it. See, called you. Because the same called you, no, I'm one of the year, you're 12 every year. On board, Kasa, Obia winning. And to also what winning, at times are winning, your mama were winning. The same people now saying, say, young can come home. Young, new register, at least. A friend saying, "You're cleaning up, register because Oman so I convinced that there's something wrong."
I see. 1760 or text message line Faber and Energy Banking. Can I tell me? It comes across as NDC fiercely opposing. I said, no.
That is not
what
the
is
issue.
The problem?
The issue is not about NDC, the Oman holding. It's about looking at the fundamental issues. The fact is, from 1992. They started to about Ghana. There have been too many issues. The issue about minors. Woman need 18 years. You register woman. Any foreigners. To the extent that I say, Oman Penny JJ Rollins crowd will be quite in the courts on your Ghana. My money on to about Ghana. Ama court ko botuguye. Well, what the NDC is saying is say, okay, 1992-96 election, the same issue. 2008, the same issues. 2012, and then I call biometric. Many champion. Yeah, call biometric. Yeah, say yeah for verification. But count yeah was the issue about minors and foreigners. The question is that me the man can say they should convince me say ene aban san ko physical di ma yisi and I say obi kura fia bonten donor partner bi kura disca brain say yem fa nye new register right afida say omo ma emeka say woman who foreigners woman who minors woman they should tell us how we are going to prevent it. In any case, what the EC is saying is that we have a way to clean this register. Already, they have already eliminated almost 150,000 or so from the register. But per one mechanism, we check it at the end. And you know, say, and wako foreigners are one voter register. And then they were spongy from the register. And it is easier if you are able to tell America, you see, Mami or say, you are legis must prove. If you are able to prove beyond any reasonable doubt, say I'm woman obey. Though some of us have doubts about the Omo Yenede. But if indeed, without admitting say you're correct, most of them are prove it. Say. And it's you won't film. But you see, there is one thing. Want me show be a name. Yet is here. Want me show him no case we again any. Asadi no no. To the extent say, a do registration e wo Ghana hanumwa. Ubo dibi on mo bo. You see, depending on where you are doing your registration, it do sometimes be a center ready. Mekai Uko register. They were chasing people left and right. They mamun throw them because of suspected say a chaos. Basa. But you see, sa kwa no suno ena yomu fa etimi dis are minors ni we no nyina say. But you see, yes, biometric registration, the agreement, or the understanding was that this time around, yes, mass registration because doing proper diligence so far as the background of people are register because it's a massive something. Attention to me, they are able to smuggle, what do you call it, minors. Minors, they are not hitting that area. So the mechanism smuggle all manner of people into the register. So they are saying. Now, what we are saying is that we have come. We should say halt at a point. Then change the way I registration. From now, if registration, mass registration. Now, when you are 18, when you clock 18, they ask you all the necessary questions. And it's any idea will be in term register they can do proper checks on the people. Whilst we continue to clear or clean this register that we have. So they make us now your system, your registration in Ghana Hano. I say we the political parties no. You're honest. You can't agree. The last time no, Dr. Afereje or the pictures of minors, but I see munche pictures here register mu. Who picture now those are? Why no mun kofa obo bae? Woman tietie mu enne no. Why no mun kofa obo bae? Pictures no. No, it's the same political parties no. And minors no. One push you ever register. Our clamor for new register no. Are we suggesting for a moment say next time no ye jai suma ye nana. Ye di ebu on ebo duku ni ade ma register nana. Womu kana no see NHIS omni registration. Masa. Me no Supreme Court me lawyer me we. But Masa NHIS card no. At least and no be eliminate underage for no. Because obi anyone who go hospital and acquire insurance card or be kwakotro say 17 years no akotro so 21. 12 years no akotro so 18. Who are you doing paying for panny and be wo. So they make an answer. It's no grano 18 years. Yes. It's no grano bono and no a sure way of making sure say age na but you see the Supreme Court I don't blame them say obi abetimi abahanu ababe here because there are no requirements out there. But you see the other suggestion is driving license, passport, and I see it's laughable. Ghana Hanuman. Driving license. Are we saying it's a foreigners near no driving license? Passports. Anything the car is a minimum. Go car, my no. We the stakeholders, no, we must resolve here and now. Say, registration what Ghana Hanuman. Yes, Obian for the agent ever transit. Reviewer, Obian for the agent ever transit. G in Crawford, Echo register. And if say, woman advocate say change register, no can me personally. And I believe that's what the NDC is saying. Say, Mobeti be a tray of course over eliminating some Crawford. Otherwise, it will be an exercise in futility. We are just going to waste money again because at the end of the day, say continue Sika near Baba new registration. Now amount for Mukra foreigners or Mukra Ghanaian passports. And you can register. Minors, woman need 18. You facilitate what more register there. Now, what are we doing to ourselves? What are we doing to ourselves? And let's come out, let us convince. Let's convince ourselves, say, this time around, no, say you a new register. Obi go say to come baby. And register.
How are we able to convince ourselves?
That is the point. That is the point.
But there's an admission said there's a challenge with the register.
Master, and the air can say, but what we are saying is that challenge, there are ways, to eliminate it. Minus. Any amount for the register.
Amount for the register.
Amount for no register, they should own. Now, because way say no. People must be honest. We must be truthful. Those who are aiding people to get driver's license, any passports, where say the people are foreigners, must desist from doing that.
All right.
If we do that, those people will not be tempted to register.
Honorable,
so they make us. And then finally, maybe on the issue of the Togolese, whatever now, Master, you see, if you have not lived close to our borders before now, sometimes when they are seeing these things, they may say, hey, baby. Master, there was a time I was on a program. It was in London. And the Israeli company was coming to sell some, border demarcating, what do you call it, items. And it won't come here a conference when we invite the African countries. A lot in the Okoye. And they were trying to tell us why we must have these boundaries, we must have that, we must have that. During the discussion of the Maza, Mukasati said, yeah, Israel, the whole country is world. Because the people are well defined. Because we feel be trying. But I had no Obroni never change. And we don't have well defined. Our borders are still porous. There are people who are in Togo who still consider themselves as Ghanaians. And they have the same. Nothing really the same. The same. It is not, they are making. They are part. And human beings as they are, say, because we were Togo, they will take advantage. Because we were Ghana, they will take advantage. Now, Unim, you can say, Togolese voters ID Abaha about the return. The fact is that, say, who can say, in Crawford, woman Togolese, or register or animal, meaning to. I didn't know woman Ghanaians or register because you go around Europe and other. I know Ghanaians who are living in Europe now because those days they had to go to Nigeria and Togo to get their pass into Europe and Americas. Some are living in Europe now with Nigerian names, but they are Ghanaians. Some are my friends Ashantis. Some are my friends, so they make us say. And you know, even across the sea, there was a this porous borders. I will be on the kitchen new, the kitchen was Ghana. And I be in the bathroom, so Togo. The person will have to decide on who decided where he or she wants to belong to.
All right.
And if for a moment they decide, say, the echoes were Ghana, no, me person me Ghana here. Who are you to say so on your Ghana? Okay. So they make an answer.
1760
we have
text
to be,
message line.
Honorable
Light Kumsin or your DC Jumako Semen Kancho Honorable Enin. Please, Omar, tell Honorable Enin that it's not true the MPP got the Togo register from the Togo EC. Also, it's not true that all parties support a new register. Peter Light Kumsin, DC Jumako.
Yeah. And then quickly,
can I come in?
For his information, you know, CDD has come out to say, one, it is, I mean, what do you call it, the sanctity of the election doesn't come, you know, from getting a new register.
Okay.
So they are saying. What Codeo is saying is that the voters, you know, register must be clean. We don't agree to that. The EC is saying we can do it, but they will need the support of all of us. Those of us who have encouraged the young ones under age to go and register. No? Those of us who facilitated the foreigners. No? If indeed we have some.
Okay.
So hold up.
This them so try say okay, no. So no, only a source of into can say me say on. Hey,
Togolese INEC say omunfa bibia mama.
But Togolese INEC a classified document.
Yes,
and
yes.
They don't give it out.
So what is where?
But it doesn't also stop people from getting that document.
No.
Yes.
Whatever you get can be corrupted.
Oh. It's up to EC.
It's corrupted. It's corrupted.
It's up to EC to find out say corrupt something or something. All kind of, you know. And I just again, no political party can stop minor from registering. You know that. What you say minor no register, you protest. Who protest here? It is the duty of EC.
To go and do all those.
To go and make sure say what. Now you punish you. Now what you can say the way
by law.
Oh, when you talk by law, what is the law? Tell me. What's the law?
He who alleges must provide, you know, the reasons.
Look at what? Why would you bring politicians say, "Woman, the man can be registered." I'm say, what you can register?
Protest.
Meet me stop on.
Beyond the protest,
yes. That is what I'm saying here. It is easy, no. So if we say minors be more, the politicians now they buy here. When they want to meet him, guys, walk for prove black chess, walk around Ghana and answer when you're 18 years. It's easy. And then it's almost a year, because they drew almost like yes.
It's encouraging them to come and do it.
But the point is, NDC will raise protests, MPP will raise protests.
Yes.
Beyond that protest,
we
should not indulge in that.
Argument to bogus. No, be a big time lecture now.
So the political parties you are talking about
attitudes. Dishonesty, no. We should stop it.
But no feel say
no, your accent, sir. So your register is here. What shows that in future, no? So I don't want to say maybe. And I'm just saying, you know, I'm running a hole. That's I'm running a hole now. Find your Juma. People will definitely take advantage of doing whatever they want to do. You understand? It's at the end of the day, I'm approaching your house and I'm running a Juma. But I'm for abuse and I'm what. But sure, but punishment, you know, punishment will stop people. Continue doing that thing. Simple. Yes.
All right. Please, agriculture college students are calling on your behalf.
Oh,
He held the allowances money for almost 2 years without release.
How many people?
This was I agree with the president. I agree with the president that if the doctors did not go to work, they should not get paid at the end of this month. I agree to you, Mr. President, but the president says he's going to pay them. Would they have done this research? My greetings to Lembele Maestro. Another one getting through, vote for Emmanuel. Okay, another one says that it is unfortunate. Why is it that irrespective of Dr. Bawumia's qualities of academic brilliance and reputations attained by him, he still allows himself. Please. The Bible was training for baby. By an analysis, bring your analysis and stop. Those of you, both especially the MPP, NDC people, going after Dr. Baumier's caliber and say PhD, my foot, and all those.
Look at that.
It's your mind.
Look at
that. And you disagree. Please put across your whatever you also believe in. But don't go after say, oh no, they are any joint fruit, they are any sympathy, and
what
all
is
those
that?
things. This is absolutely unnecessary.
The point is that if such a learned person...
No, we don't go. But if you are learned, you can't make errors. If you are learned.
Listen.
But you are an academic.
I know.
But you're also making some errors.
You are academic.
You are making errors. Doesn't mean I should be on you.
But don't go after a PhD holder or a doctor.
It's too bad. That's what I'm saying. O doctor ni o MP ni we now o to like be can pass much you leave him say we are.
But I will not agree that who the be to you are academic.
I won't say that.
No, not that. I'm not saying you say. I'm not saying you are going to say that. I'm saying that based on your research as an academic, if you come out with a research, we are not to go after your person.
No.
But after the research that you have done. That without your research that you have done.
But what I'm saying is that
people should not mislead
in my attempt to explain, analyze the data and give meaning and give reasons, then I end up saying that the NDC decided to go and do NHIS registration in the voter region and bring a half in order that the people will be helped to register. Oh no, what does it mean? So they make say you are also imputing, some negatives.
But political dishonesty has nothing to do with academic dishonesty.
No. Let me tell you something. You see, it goes together in a sense that once I see Okunini, we expect a lot from you. Don't go there.
Don't move into those areas.
No, because you see, udi krama diagram tafruano. So they make say because immediately you veer into that area. Say NDC shed out NHIS registration.
Then you allow people to also come after.
Allow people to come after
you.
They don't
look at the issue rather than your person.
Because you also didn't look at the issue. You have done your analysis fair. You have found some, what do you call it? People you think are foreigners. Tell us, how do we deal with it? Don't go into the issue of NDC facilitating the registration of people into the NHIS and then using it. And also, it'd be very unfair.
Okay.
Because you cannot prove it.
Okay.
So they make an say. Go.
Government play mischief to ask doctors to submit proposals. It is the employer who gives conditions of service, not employee.
No.
John is it true that Mahama is... No, I will not read this one. And this one, leave Mahama alone. Whatever you think or say, you are the same. Master Hamza Waini, we are confident of John Mahama. Let's support him to move Ghana forward. And we now have new EC board, so we need to get new voter register to make her work much more easier. But don't forget, the fact that you get a new register also does not mean that the work is going to be easy. Okay, from Musa, please, I want to know when the police is going to make transfers. I've been at one station for 9 years now. No transfer and no promotion too. Why? Fire service is making transfer. What about the police? And tell the NDC MP that the money does not belong to the president. So if he can't manage it, then he should better resign. I simply love the sincerity of the MP in blue suit. Truth is the only way to a better nation. Kofi Okumasi. Kujo Aprente. How am I? You guys are doing a wonderful job. I love the outfit of Honorable Edward Enin, Ghana's fashion designer in Parliament, and John Foster. I don't know why because we need fashion designers in, so that when they represent your constituency.
Sometimes when you go out,
yes,
to meet,
when you represent your constituency,
sometimes they look at your outfit. I'm on the personal assistant. You know what they deal with?
What about their shop? No. There are shops in Europe. They feel shoe out here.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
it's important.
The attendants, they look at your shoe.
Yeah.
And you fit
better.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so we're wrapping up on this journalist presidential press corps issue.
That's unfortunate.
Let's wrap up on that. Quite unfortunate, especially Nipa Bako. Yeah.
Well, it's a very.
But those of you also calling for the head of Standogwe to rule, Pamcho, in Semba Mammy and Pipriamsa, Yantia Boise, and then let's find solutions relating to this journalist issue. People feel how he has communicated to fellow Central for he was once Centroni, and Adom Keke, and I'm more closer to the president. So you should be mindful. But the president himself was once a media man and still continues to be.
He's a member of the GIA.
Exactly.
So, well, the American is in fact, cool heads must prevail in these, times because Obiani in Nassau say he's a driver or driver car no crown no or sorry no pay and no pano na can onim say bibi sabe kwakosi me sure so onim sa and come back say uncle but you see ohia suma ana upe go pay bibi abedi me be den na ni nyina ye jame asem menua. Can you imagine this world? Say, Bia, say no more way NCC. Vegetables. Yet one finding ways. Unfortunately, Nipa dead. Yemi Nipa nam. And into Papa we okwe. Bia, Yankupon. Nimra or Diamano no. So me we do ni pick. Into one way ya. The ebedi etini ye. And ye papa. Into. Na mami kancho mi huna kwala kiti. A lot of the time. Someone for Jawo Masa because of a personal experience we are who ne say Madam Fufobi. There were 9 time one papa Tiasino. When we middle school, those days no MS certificate. Woman Bob Ban Waha, where ye say, woman to enter school so. Bound him. One papa no petu will be a na one mammy so no mammy yare. But I know what God has done for these children. You see, anytime in the Bible say, obviously all things work good for those who believe. Bibi abedane no Nyankopon bedane no ade papa. Enne Oma ye bank managers. Oma ye say omo papa nua bi ebe so omo mu. And wa hwe nkwala no. Enne oh I'm proud of them. Seriously. Time papa no wo no na omo ni edida so. But enne me ken me mo omo di omo ni mo where they are now. And it Mamia ana owura yere a wodi atowani shedding. This is the time we trans no bi sa Nyankopon say minim say onim nete onim say we eba onim say metimi e na amana ba me so eni ntino bi kwan fufuro eden e for mama me gidi say Nyankopon be ye all right amano ntino onya isu no eden ya. But this is the time. Okay. Obehwe odine beto Nyankopon anim. No be bie kwan fufuro de amano.
All we need.
We dey remember push for no yango as a man ban anya dia efe but I think say it's about time as well. More kano I just wanted to know the type of car no more. I'm say a hiring car. I think say at the president office no as more cars for staff no near that no they should also provide cars for the omunya na yejuma omunya na yejuma untimi nya wo special car na mo rent car for other people is wrong. They should try to from the SCA what I say the SCA yemfa ye bibi but car mo no you say one car na one car say ya wo ayi friends honorable tire what you say wo kai ba ko what I say you can't say nya ba ko
na so no ne car nya ba ko no quite expensive car no twi
I'm a mechanic back home. And the Dawson. I'm a mechanic crash. Oh, there's no chance. Oh, no, we chance. I'm not minister. A dear minister. Who feel care about it?
On your minister.
I know your minister. The minister for a bank car or car. I said, mechanic personal car. They can't run the personal car with you. The private car.
Okay.
Now you car on your car.
Oh, Debbie, also you need to
walk out the Land Cruiser. Who you should be a view?
You used to carry a Navy car.
Come on, Joe Time. My Joe Time. I'm a Joe Time. No, what was I say?
I always have a use to car bender.
Okay, Martin. What you so your car and
so we are wrapping up.
That me who any other car me amajo time. Nyo dia. Anamwa. Edunia yam peka mo car ba ko pe there. Okay. Anything can happen. O dia say car there. When you say a machine, or at least 2 or 3 cars or more. Why? Oswin, MGL Marketing Department, and your birthday. Happy birthday to you. William Jamra, don't know for a rush. Assemblyman na opre or honomitino. Yes, support William. Na Bibian Costa Rush. Maybe Oma in a Kwabna Santi, Nana before a cado. But the Honorable Indian say he's brought fashion and style to Parliament. And to Ghana and then Ranty National. And Honorable Tay Labi, an academic, I also say if you're an academic, anytime our your analysis, let the facts be real. Say the bear nipa enko after your qualification and your person also. Timidomo in Amasi, Midoma, Yami, I don't know, or the Chinacha and Sheba Betnasi.